This conference will now be recorded.
We'll begin with the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome everyone to the September 30th Marion County Commission meeting. We have someone with us today. Would you like to make some comments? Or
I just knew you had a meeting today. I'm the city administrator in Marion, Kansas, and hadn't had the opportunity to meet you. I visited with the county clerk, and I've met Mr. Mueller, but the rest that I hadn't had the opportunity to meet, so I thought I'd come over.
And where are you from?
I moved here from Winfield.
Winfield, okay. Cool.
How's it going so far?
I have days that I don't have anything scheduled. Those are the worst days that I have. Because, you know, I mean, these are not bad days, but they're well, you guys know how it is.
Yeah.
There's always something coming down the pike, but as far as living in Marion, I like it here.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
well, we welcome you to Marion, and we're excited to be working with you. And Commissioner Crowfoot and I have had a chance to sit down and visit. We're excited about the future. So.
That's right.
Well, hopefully it all works like we, the whole county. I mean, even though Hillsboro's got an administrator, Marion has an administrator, everybody seems to pitch in. One of the other places needs something.
Yeah. Well, small groups have to work together in order to get things done. I've met Matt.
Yeah.
And he's a fine young man from what I can tell. He does a good job.
Very good. Well, again, welcome.
Thank you.
Just be prepared to be bored to death there.
No,
Well,
it won't be
I know
boring.
today.
I know where the door is.
Oh, here. Yeah, here.
Yeah, here. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
not
not
out
boring.
there. Payday is usually pretty mundane, although we do have a few business issues, which that will move into setting the agenda, which I skipped over last week. The agenda, Brad Jantz will be with us today.
Okay.
So our counselor will be with us, so we're going to expand on EMS. We'll probably have executive session on potential litigation. We need to discuss some issues which we weren't able to tackle Monday because he wasn't here. So we'll add that to the agenda. Marcy will be here for emergency management discussion. And then we are going to add another executive session at the end on property acquisition.
Okay.
Does any other commissioner have anything else they would like to add? But it's going to expand a little bit. There's some things came up that since we don't meet next week, when we have a payday on, we always have to have payday on the last day of the month.
Oh, okay.
So since it falls on Friday, we don't have a regular meeting on Monday.
I don't blame you.
So
We are still having.
we are having a land bank meeting on
Yeah.
Monday, and then we're going to interview EMS candidates in the evening.
Yeah.
But we will not have a commission meeting next week. So the county is safe. Right? Tina got a big smile out of that one. Commissioner Becker will not be here today. Commissioner Crowfoot is en route. He'll probably be here in another 5-10 minutes. But we will move into administrative.
Okay. I put a revised payday figure on the table in front of you. We had one check that the health department needed added this morning, so we got that taken care of. So you have a new grand total from what was in your packet, and it's on the sheet there. We also, I didn't pull up the packet. You probably
Oh,
need
it's
that.
on this. All right. I see.
Let me pull up the packet so you have the approvals for Western Associates and Alcon. If my brain will work. Let's see.
I looked at this for the EMS shirts. I'll make a motion to approve Western Associates in the amount of $1,400.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Garing to approve the Western Associates invoices, second by Commissioner Dahlke. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carried 3-0.
And if you want to, we can wait for the rest of the payday until Commissioner Crowfoot gets here.
Okay.
So we can do the Western checks yet.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, I mean, I guess you still
For
could.
the Elkhorn.
Yeah. Like I said, the brain.
I haven't got mine up yet. Haven't
All
got it
right.
there, so.
Let me,
Get it up there. Can you give me a grand total for West, or for Elkhorn Electric?
Invoices.
It's at the top.
Oh, it's at the top. Sorry. There was a lot of park damage.
1,766.66.
2007-66?
8766.
67 plus what?
66.
Plus 66 cents?
Yes.
876?
8766.
Plus 66. Wow, a lot of sixes on there.
Yes.
I would make that motion to approve Elkhorn Electric for $8,766.66.
I will second that. And there's a lot of that was from fire damage, as I recall.
Yeah,
So the lake.
the lake, and
There's some significant
there were
repairs.
some other LED fixtures that were just added to
Yeah.
maintenance issues.
so the fire invoice was submitted to insurance
Mhm.
and it was taking them a really long time. So finally they said we could go ahead and pay it and then they'll reimburse us because the payment has been outstanding for a number of months.
Yes.
So.
Appreciate that. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. One abstention. So, 2 in favor, 1 abstention. It still gives us our 3.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Let's wait with the rest of the approvals till Dave's here. If you have some other administrative.
Okay. I'll just get the packet up here. No, finally, sorry about that. On the table, you have a request for proposal for audit services that have developed, and there's a timeline in there. I did do it for a 3-year engagement. The proposal timeline is on page 4. So if we issue the RFP October 5th, which is middle of next week, have them due November 17th, open on the 21st, have a review period, and then potentially make a selection November 30.
Okay.
Then we can have all the agreements in place before the end of the year and begin working on the audit.
Very good.
I did have peer review from Scott Lloyd, just to make sure that I had things stated correctly in here. And he gave me a couple of suggestions, which I implemented. So if you want to look through it, and if you're comfortable with the RFP, it would be great to have an approval of that so we could get that out.
Right.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Herring to approve the RFP for auditing services for Marion County. Is there a second?
Yes.
Second by Commissioner Dahlke. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried 3-0. Very good.
I have the minutes that were in your packet, minutes of September 19th and September 26th.
Motion to approve both.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Herring to approve September 19th and September 26th minutes. Is there a second?
Yes.
Commissioner Dahlke, second. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried 3-0.
Did anyone have any questions about any of the invoices or the warrants?
I didn't see anything that stood out.
I do have the comp time
Okay.
report here. Step out for just a second.
Sure.
one comment there on the deal. Delinquent taxes, we done lost that money, most likely, a lot of it anyway, but it costs a lot of money to tell the public
Yeah, that was
$9,000 worth.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my comment. We
$9,500 worth of this.
paid our friendly newspaper almost $10,000 to publish delinquent taxes.
Yeah.
And another $5,000 in advertising for 1 month.
Yeah.
I saw it. Didn't say anything. We haven't got another solution.
Probably. I noticed the one fire department they're publishing is more than all their other expenses.
They had to raise taxes just to pay it.
Yep. Public will never know.
I did want to mention that I received notification from Susan Berg that the tax sale the petition has been filed
Oh, there you
with the
go.
court.
There you go.
And so that is in motion.
Very good.
It has a date set already or no?
No.
No date set yet.
No date set.
Good, because the public will be acting as.
Yeah, but the process is moving. That's
Yeah.
the key is.
Yes.
People just don't realize all the work that goes into preparation. Welcome, Commissioner Crowfoot.
Hi,
Been on some miles already this morning.
got the last box off the UPS truck. Like the first one. Yeah.
Just too bad you have to drive to Emporia to get.
The little kid's gonna play soccer in the morning.
Yep, gotta have
Oh.
insurance.
Try to have the uniform.
You're jumping through hoops for them.
Yeah,
That's local business
Yeah.
that's
service.
what we do.
Yeah, you don't get that from the big company.
Yeah. Well, now that he's here, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the grand total payday, $1,628,147.20.
They added some check this morning, so that's the new total.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Yes.
Second by Commissioner Donkey. Since Commissioner Crowfoot has been just given 30 seconds, have you had a chance to review overnight, or did you have any questions on any of
Okay.
these? All looked okay? Okay, with that, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carried 4-0.
Okay, and the bullets are there for your signature. Yesterday, I got to go and speak to Mr. Knoll's high school government class, both of them. And we did voter registrations, and so that was good.
Very good.
Yeah. It's always fun to go speak to his students, and I do a participation reward. I throw candy, which
Oh.
is really dangerous, and so it's kind of funny because everybody's ducking and trying not to be hurt. So.
Just get sued.
Yeah, I won't. I put a disclaimer out there ahead of time because I say if you look down, you're probably going to be in danger.
That's a good hint for teachers.
Right?
Keep them alert.
Exactly.
Keep on your toes.
Except I don't think I really want to be handing out candy in the classroom.
That's true.
I did have a question. We do have the land bank meeting and the EMS interviews, and I did have a question on the interview panel. If it was my understanding that the board was just going to utilize the board, the interim director, and Dr. Hudson on the panel. Well, now I have a request or a question. Fire and law would like to be included, and I didn't know if the board was interested in that for the first round of interviews on this position.
Fire and who?
Law.
The sheriff.
Oh, sheriff, okay.
I guess I could see the sheriff's involvement, certainly because they work obviously hand in
I mean, I know they work with all departments.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. If they're willing to put forward somebody to sit in, I guess it's time out of their day.
Is there any opposition?
Do we need fire?
If they request it, I suppose we just let them in. That's my opinion.
I see board consensus to include, invite the sheriff and a representative for the county fire departments to sit in on the interviews. Do we have 3 or just 2?
3.
We do have one?
You'll have one at 5, 6, and 7.
Okay. Very good.
Monday night, right?
Monday evening, yes.
Again, no commission meeting next week. Next commission meeting is Tuesday, October 11th.
Yes. All right, I didn't have any other administrative business at this time.
While we're talking on that, Dave.
Yes?
I don't think Tina emailed me some forms that these people are gonna have to
Right,
fill out
right,
for
for
the
the land
property.
bank. Mhm.
And I don't think we're gonna have them back by then. So I'm thinking, without that being back to us, the commission, can we postpone that for 2 weeks? Or can you reset the meeting for 2 weeks?
Yes, I just looked through those bylaws again, and it just basically said that the meeting time can be changed or,
Dave?
right, with an announcement from
We just gotta meet once a quarter, maybe.
well, we have, that is the schedule right
Yeah.
now, it's once a quarter, but you can change or do an additional meeting just by, making an announcement ahead of time by the chairman or the vice chairman of the.
Unless somebody else has other business in there.
There is other business, there's administrative business for the land bank, but it's waited this long, so it can probably wait another
Okay.
2 weeks if that's,
Okay.
you know.
I should know the input, I can get these two to give back.
One of those is on the tax sale. Did you notice that in that email I sent you? That one of them is
No, I
on the
didn't.
tax sale.
Okay.
So that one probably would not be eligible at this time.
Okay,
And since the petition's already been
so
filed.
let's just work on one then.
Yeah.
Because if we get it back at the tax sale, it'll come to us anyway. If somebody buys it, they buy
Hopefully.
it.
It'll
Back
go
on
to
the tax
someone
roll.
else, right?
Yeah.
So I did remember that the one was on and I confirmed that. I haven't had a chance to check the other one, so I'll do that. In the meantime, if you do, whether or not you postpone the meeting, I can do
Yeah. It makes no difference to me, I'm just saying that I don't think I'll be able to get that one signature back to Wichita probably.
But that kind of defeats the purpose of the meeting.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with it for.
that. So what time would you want to have your special meeting start? Would you like some time before the
30 minutes
applicants?
before, didn't we decide that?
So now we're talking about EMS
The-
interviews?
yes.
Okay, yes, I'd say a half hour.
So begin at 4:30.
4:30.
Okay. And what date would you like to look at for?
I'd just like to move 2 weeks probably. October, we're gonna put us in the week of the,
So
while
we'll
they're
be
going to school.
roll before the EMS. It'll still be.
October 11th would be our next meeting, which is before the conference.
Okay.
So we could do it
At
at,
11:30?
where you
Would you
gonna-
like to do it at 11:30 on October 11th?
does
On
that
the
give you enough
Tuesday?
time?
I don't know what kind of response I'm gonna get.
No,
from this
that's the
guy.
24th.
Yeah, that was the Q&A.
24th is the work session.
Yeah, okay. I thought we would have a work session before. It might not, I know it's not.
No one
just
told me
thinking-
about a previous one.
I thought maybe it'd be best for us to get some ducks in a row.
Questions are all answered.
Okay.
No one listens to the answers.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just gonna be sit here and listen.
You
For
can
2 hours.
schedule time with Room Bridge during your regular meeting
Yeah.
if you want to discuss and have those questions answered. Or have additional time on the 11th, I think. we
So let's go
still have
back to the land bank issue. Would you like to have the land bank meeting 11:30
Yeah.
on October 11th?
That'd be good.
Okay, let's shoot for October 11th, land bank meeting. Because we'll want Brad there, right?
That's a Tuesday, so,
Does he have conflicts?
well, I mean, it's not a typical meeting day, so
Right.
he may not be available. Do you need him for something particular?
He said he was gonna be here today, so we'll confirm
Okay.
today.
And then next meeting wouldn't be till the first of the year, then would it, after the first?
The land bank, yeah. But we can have a special.
Have them anytime.
You can have a special meeting, you could have that too.
Okay. Just have to have either Kent or Dave call them.
Yeah. That'll work.
What?
Okay, land bank meeting, October 11th at 11:30. Yes, yes, we'll confirm with, so we'll put a question mark behind it for right now, until we get counselor confirmation.
Are you gonna want him to attend all the land bank meetings, or is there a certain thing
I
that
don't
you
know.
need him for on this one?
I'm assuming that you wanted him here, maybe you don't need him.
It's just, all it's gonna do is present why, you know, the forms that you, whatever that is, that's nice, I like it.
The application.
I don't know if you send them out to everybody or not.
I believe I did. Did I send you all the? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I was gonna include it in the land bank packet for the
Okay.
meeting on Monday.
Okay. But-
Need another sip of that coffee.
But
Oh my
send them out to everybody so they can all see them, because it's very informational.
Yeah.
The information on there, that you know what we're getting, what,
Right.
you know, if it's all answered and everything correctly, why, that way you know what's there.
So what I did is I developed an application form
Yes.
by just referencing other land banks and kind of consulting with some other agencies that have them. And so that's what I developed. I did send it to Brad for review, and I haven't
Okay.
heard back from him, and that's the reason I haven't sent it to everyone.
But
So-
it's very neat, and I think it's the answers that we need and stuff, so that everybody can see what's there. And I'm gonna have you just print them off for that 602 Olive and put them in a little folder, and I'll deliver them to you.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
The land bank never did adopt an official budget for this year because you canceled the last meeting where we would have done it, and so we haven't met since. So before the end of the year, we really do need to
Yeah.
meet and adopt the budget for this
Right.
year, and adopt, at your next meeting, since we're so close to the end of the year, you're going to need to adopt a budget for next year and adopt a resolution setting the meeting dates for next year.
Okay.
And there's a few other,
So we
That gives you time,
we can't
October 11
cancel.
gives you a little extra time to get that.
sure.
But,
Just let you know, there is some
It's
business
business,
that
yeah,
needs to be
yeah.
handled, even if you don't have a property.
and I think after the rest of them see the forms and don't understand, that's what I was really wanting, so that everybody can see it. And,
Yeah, I can provide them today, the draft for you all to see, if
Okay.
that's helpful.
cool.
Okay.
We can take care of that other business on the 11th.
All right.
Okay. Just had a text from Brad, he said he'd be here about 9:30, which is about the time we would move into our discussion with Chuck. So how about we slip in a 5-minute executive session until 9:30, and then we can move into
I
that.
think you just dismissed me.
That's all the excitement you can handle for one day.
It's good to meet you.
Good to meet you. I'll
Thanks
stop
for
by.
coming in,
Dave.
really appreciate
You
it.
bet.
And,
Mr. Crowfoot,
Yes, sir.
don't get up.
Any day, you're welcome to come sit in that chair, so.
Thanks for
Right.
that.
If I need to sleep, I will, thank you, we've met.
All righty.
See you guys later.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet.
All right, I move that we recess an executive session in order to discuss property acquisition, preliminary property acquisition pursuant to KSA 75-4319B, item 6, preliminary discussion acquisition of real estate with the commission and Tina for 5 minutes from 9:25 till 9:30.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Thank you, we will be back, carried 4-0, we will be back at 9:30.
Fine there.
I don't know. I will find
Come on
out.
in.
Good.
This conference will now be recorded.
I'm trying to help today.
Reinforcements.
Okay, we're out of executive session, no decision was made. Brad said he's gonna be here at 9:30, so,
In person or on?
in person.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have anything else we can talk about, or
No,
just
just
the weather.
It is nice. It is nice.
But we certainly wanted to tackle those issues today.
Yeah. that's really all I have, it's just those.
Okay.
I was gonna say that, being payday, I did see that, you had Planner mowing the lot over Hillsborough for
Yes.
$25 a pop, which is awesome. That's way better than hauling a mower over there and handling it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a very nice
it's-
solution.
Yeah, he's keeping pretty well maintained, yeah.
For $25, you
Yeah.
can't do it.
No, but I think they're hitting the cities area, just to the north,
Yeah,
south.
they've got the PDs, they've got that whole,
Yeah.
I think, lot all
That
locked
makes
down.
sense.
So he's there already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all gets mowed at the same time, which
Yeah.
is nice. It
Yeah.
doesn't show that property line.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some landscaping, I think, next spring, but it's predominantly all mowed weeds and all these mowed.
Do you know that you have a sign?
Let's start with 15.
Yeah, so it's at Cody,
Yeah.
Nelson Fowles, it's supposed to be
Is it
worked
to
on.
go in front?
Yeah.
Well,
That'll,
hate to kill your time, but since Brad isn't here yet, we might move Marcy.
No.
And then as soon as Brad shows up, we'll
That's-
switch back. if
that's
it's
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd hate to have you just sit and wait, or we can, if you wanna go back. As soon as you walk out the door, he's gonna
Yeah,
walk in.
we'll,
but
we'll hang out in the hallway.
I appreciate that.
No problem, no problem.
Sorry.
No, fine, you're fine.
So for those online, we're waiting for Councilor Keegan to be here for the EMS discussion. In the meantime, we're gonna move Marcy in for emergency management personnel discussion. So we'll start with a 15-minute executive session. I move we recess an executive session in order to discuss personnel performance pursuant to KSA 75-4319B for item 1, personnel matters, not elected personnel performance with the commission, Marcy and Tina, for 15 minutes from 9:35 to 9:50. Second by Commissioner Balky. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carried 4-0. We will be back at 9:50. We are flex.
It's all you guys. You guys have a good day.
Didn't know you were in the hallway.
This conference will now be
He finally
recorded.
got time to sit down, he just took a chair and sat down.
That's right. Didn't mind that at all.
That was actually okay. Excuse me, Tina.
Okay, lights are on. We are out of executive session, no decisions made.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just took over all your space.
Put that back there.
There we go.
Oh, sure.
Okay, about how much time should we allocate?
Start off with 10.
We'll probably scroll along now.
Because Brad should talk.
Oh.
If I say anything, that's 15 by itself.
That's like my Chevy truck. I look at it and it drinks a gallon of gas.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to start with 15?
Yeah, let's start with that and see
All right.
how we.
Yeah, I'll just put it away. I move we recess into executive session in order to discuss potential litigation pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. Item 2, consultation with our attorney, attorney-client privilege with the commission, Brad, Tina, Chuck, and Jamie for 15 minutes, 9:55 to 10:10. 10:10. Second by Commissioner Gary. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried 4-0. We'll be back at 10.
Yeah, it took me a minute to say the second because 10:10. We're at some point going to need to bring those guys in and have that bloodline.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, we are out of executive session, no decisions made. I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss potential litigation pursuant to KSA 75-4319B for consultation with our attorney, attorney-client privilege with the commission, Chuck, Jamie, Brad, and Tina for 15 minutes from 10:11 to 10:26. Second by Commissioner Gary. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 3-0.
Seems like it anyway.
This conference will now be recorded.
We are out of executive session, no decisions made. Do you have other items that you would like to tackle today?
Yeah, I did not bring all that with me. I should have, but I didn't.
You have any update on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do a quick real estate acquisition.
Okay. I move that we recess an executive session in order to discuss potential real estate acquisition pursuant to KSA 75-4319B for preliminary discussion of acquisition of real estate, item number 6, with the commission, Brad and Tina, for 5 minutes from 10:28 to 10:33.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. We will be back at 10:33.
This conference will now be
We're gonna-
recorded.
The guys are gonna start doing rough.
All right, we're out of executive session, no decisions
We're at the
made.
conference.
I move we recess into executive session in order to discuss preliminary property acquisition pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. Item 6, preliminary discussion acquisition of real estate with the commission, Bryce, Brad, and Tina for 10 minutes, 10:35 to 10:45. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried. We'll be back at 10:45.
Before you got here.
This conference will now be recorded.
We're out of executive session, no decisions made. I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss preliminary acquisition of real estate pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. Item 6, preliminary discussion acquisition of real estate with the commission, Bryce, Brad, Tina for 10 minutes, 10:45 to 10:55.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried. We'll be back at 10:55. We're still another.
Oh.
No, it wasn't bad when I
This
came
is
in.
actually maybe this one.
Who was the gentleman in here this morning?
This conference will now
New
be
city
recorded.
manager.
Oh, the new city, okay.
He didn't want to be recognized.
Gotcha.
He didn't have his sunglasses on.
He'll tell you that.
Really?
We
Yeah, he
are,
didn't
we are
want-
in public session now.
He didn't want to have meetings and he
That-
just walk around, see what's going on.
Nice. We are out of executive session, no decisions made. Thank you, Bryce.
Anything else?
That'd be it.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. We have one more executive session. And this is not on property acquisition. This will be on personnel performance.
Yeah.
I move we recess into executive session in order to discuss personnel performance of non-elected personnel pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. Item 1, personnel matters, non-elected personnel performance with the commission, Brad and Tina, for, let's make it 10 minutes, 11 o'clock to 11:10.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring. All in favor say aye.
But you're
Aye.
driving.
I was.
Opposed say nay. Okay.
Yeah, it's not acceptable on payday.
Public comments are.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, we're out of executive session, no decisions made. Commissioner Crowfoot.
Yes, with all remodeling the sound system, I was wondering,
I'm
if,
listening.
like we took this desk here and printed over there, so we make a U shape, so we can all see each other. Right now, me and Randy kind of can't always see what's going on.
Well,
And
you're
you
supposed to
can't see
scoot up,
us.
so I can't, but Randy usually, I can see Randy's hands come out. I have to
But-
watch for that.
You
But
know,
the U shape is a great shape.
we do something like that,
Yeah.
but I didn't know about the new equipment, what it's gonna entail.
Nothing's in play yet. I mean.
Well, that's why I was
nothing-
trying to ask.
Nothing's been chased in yet.
Spectators could all sit down here.
And if you're not changing quantities or sizes of equipment, it could all be
I
rearranged.
mean, how would it
This is,
disrupt Tina?
this is a U.
Yeah.
But
You
we
just
could
want to change the direction of it and change the shape
Wants
of
to
it.
tighten it up.
Well,
We could tighten it up a little bit.
So two people over there could face this way.
Okay.
It's just a thought.
It wouldn't even have to be it could be a little more gradual.
Or you just take this to one table and move next to Tina, you know.
Yeah.
Just
It'd mess up her little
turn
camera
the
there.
U. Turn.
Well, I would just, everybody would move, so,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't be in the middle of you. That would just feel weird.
Well, just take it and turn
I
you
don't
two
feel allowed
over to
there.
that side and move us
Yeah.
up. But that's-
She's gonna do it remotely.
I'll just
Over there.
be
She'll be
frequently at
next
my
door.
desk.
She'll just do it remotely and
She
keep
can watch
things
on
on
the
and off.
camera.
Well, it was
We
just
can play around with it,
I
for
just thought
sure.
about that the other day, you know,
Yeah.
just
It's gonna need to be a fairly decent sound system, because you need to hear those kinds of things that
Well,
she
that's
does
gonna
every
be-
once in a while.
This is gonna hear-
I hear them, you guys don't
agree.
always, I have to kinda like do this.
That's what I thought, just while we're
Yeah.
doing what we're doing.
You're right, you're exactly right. Almost all of them have like an arch at least, if not a U. Because it is important that we
Well,
see.
I mean, a lot of times you're kind of looking.
Right.
And that's
Yeah,
to
I have
see-
to lean over.
you can look over and
And then,
stretch and see what we're
yeah,
doing.
I've got my 6 feet of separation from Jonah. I really don't need 6 feet.
You know, I lean back
keep
and look behind
pushing
you.
over the bread.
Well, see, sometimes you don't get on the screen.
Well, that's
so
the idea.
That's
Yeah,
what we
that's-
need to do, is
well-
move this a little bit.
How you guys wind up doing this? I want to be right here. 'Cause
You got that-
You've got Michelle.
Well, and I do too. Tina cleans up for me.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
No, that's a good point. Very good point.
I know, I thought about that the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah. You have to be appropriate times to do that now before
Yeah, before you start chasing stuff.
once the cameras are in place, and then you change everything
I
around.
mean, we're redoing all the wiring on the floor, probably, or whatever.
There's there's quite a bit actually that come up through. It was all designed to come over there, and then it's come through, so it would be good to catch it
Now,
now.
what's the control board gonna be? I mean, it
Well,
could be so big.
why couldn't we just, instead of moving everyone,
Just move
Just-
this table over there.
no, don't move the furniture, just move you guys over here and move us over there.
But then we can't.
But your proximity to your doors
I know.
is pretty important to you.
Well, and plus, I don't know if you noticed, I have a wider table because
Yeah.
of all this stuff. Yours is narrower.
Narrower.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
I noticed it, but I also drew up the room.
You measured it.
No.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't wanna mess up the control,
But let's think about some
control
options.
center.
Yeah, that's fine.
Think about some options.
What kind of board is gonna be there?
Is the new one gonna be a much smaller?
It should all be underneath.
Because if you eliminate the board, you almost have an additional seat.
But she needs, for the notebooks and everything, I mean.
Right.
She needs more room to work every day to keep us organized.
We just need to cut that door in half, and then put the little tabletop on the bottom part, which you can just peek over.
Oh, I could have a desk on the door.
Ah, that's an idea.
Door desk.
What do they call those?
That's
Yeah.
like a promotion.
Oh, is this meeting adjourned yet?
So
Well,
many
this was
comments.
a discussion about commission business, so it still had to be
Oh my
done in
gosh.
session, even though it was a bit lighthearted.
No, it's-
But I think we're to the point, I think Tina will be looking at some options.
I will see if we can make happen.
Right, that might improve the layout and improve function, because the line of sight it's very tough when you're on that end to try to get hold of the chairman. And today, Kent's not here, so that, when you got 5 people in a straight line, that is really hard.
Yeah, it works
That
fine.
is why I come over here, so I can see.
It's not very ergonomically correct for you.
Yeah, I think we can improve it.
Even if you get a sore neck or something.
Can I turn that
I mean, then
There's
you
no,
gotta-
there's no workman comp on Friday.
Then you have to think about your election
Turn it in
machines
later.
too. What's that gonna do to you? 'Cause I know you use that room,
Well,
that side.
Yeah, we can make it all work.
It might be simpler, I mean, having, been involved with different kinds of meetings for many, many years, so I can give these constructive suggestions. If we just establish a policy that every time one of you wants to speak, you must stand, that would make it a lot easier.
And only speak one at a time.
Yes, and then.
That would really
Yeah,
help.
it's up and down,
But we have trouble keeping the chairs at the table.
Well, that is an issue.
We keep sliding to the wall.
we
You
could,
just need like some brakes or something.
yeah, we can fix that, we should get new chairs.
Yeah, glue heels.
It's downhill over here.
Yeah.
You know if you knew that or not.
All right, I think we
Beat that to death.
We've got off track for now.
But the thought, Dave, is
It is a
great,
good
Yes, we
because
do.
Sure.
it's time to do it before we get this.
Well,
Yes.
if we're doing,
Yes.
I don't know what we're doing for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but it would be more functional than last time.
If you do cameras or speakers or.
No, it was set up as a general concentric layout and.
Because you put
and-
screens on all the walls or 2 walls or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, and there's also rough ends for cameras, even though would we go with 2 cameras? We didn't go with all 4. So, I mean, the rough-in spots are still there. All they gotta do is just physically be put there.
Ideally, it would be great to have the chairman's corner in front of the fireplace, 2 commissioners on each side.
With the fireplace going in the wintertime for ambiance.
That'd be a nice one.
But we didn't initially do that because we had the screen here. That's why we had it this way, because you all wanted to be able to see that.
It's, I think it's best on this end, because then the public comes in.
We don't want our backs to the door.
Well, you wouldn't have your back to the door.
Exactly where I was going.
Yeah, never.
So you
Never.
wouldn't have your back to the door. Like, if that cabinet moves and we disregard the TV screen up there, okay? So see how the chairman's desk is shaped? It could be that corner. You would have 2 here, 2 here. You'd have your back to that wall where the cabinet is. You would still be able to see the door. Your back isn't to the door. But
I will say one thing that, as chairman, it's nice to be in very close proximity to counselor and clerk,
Yeah.
regardless of who the chairman is.
I think it can be a turn.
okay, so just keep it the,
I mean, if this table here can't go to right there.
Okay.
Those 2 seats will just go over there.
okay.
Yeah.
Then you can have commissioners on
But
both
then you'll,
sides.
but then you'll be in the middle.
And they can't hear them.
Because I
That just
started-
feels weird to me.
You know, I was
Nobody
sitting up
does
there
that.
when I first got elected.
All right, I call, I move to adjourn.
You want to get
Is
this?
there a second? Second by Commissioner Gearing, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay, motion carried, 4-0, we're adjourned. Now, everybody can laugh and giggle somewhere.
It's on.